Here's a picture of where I live. Actually, I'm on the other side, where from my house, I don't see this view. I see like all the way around. But these are two volcanoes, very famous here in Mexico. This is the Popocatépetl and Iztaccíhuatl. And they have a lovely story because they come from a legend that says that Popocatépetl was in love of Iztaccíhuatl. They were two persons from the origins of Mexico. And after that love story, they name these volcanoes in honor to them. So this is Iztaccíhuatl from where I live, and it's just so beautiful. But anyways, I would like to share with you one website where you will be able to find a lot about my state, because this is a special state which I am very proud of. And I will place the link in the chat, okay? Probably you don't read it now because actually I thought that maybe the reading was going to be with me and I didn't know about this. But anyways, I give it to you so you can see it anytime. I will place it in the chat. In that link, you will find, for instance, some pictures of the place I can share with you. And it's like a travel guide. This is downtown with some references, churches. This is the city of Mexico, but yes, it's just a lovely place to visit. So I hope one day you can come and we can see each other. But pretty much this is something cool to know from this place because of all its culture and the sightseeings that you can watch when you are able to visit. They are just fantastic. Okay, but the link is over there, so you can read carefully in any other occasion. But now, let me tell you about the food, because that is something that I am very proud of. For example, here is a special dish, which is my favorite dish in the world. They are chiles en nogada. You know that Mexican food is principally based on spicy food, no, on spicy dishes. But this is the king of the chiles. Why? Because it's prepared with many ingredients. For example, it in the interior has meat, fruit, nuts, and the cover is made of a special nut and with cheese, and the combination of all of these flavors is just amazing. You feel them in your mouth like, wow. Some soft ingredients and some crunchy ones, and that's what I love. Then this is a picture of semita, in plural, semitas. They are very popular in Puebla. It looks like a hamburger, yes, but the bread is different. It's totally different because it's crunchy in the other side, and it has cheese, different types. It can have different types of meat. You can ask for one with pork meat or chicken meat or just no meat, and you can include just cheese. And it has a very nice flavor for me. This one is mole. The, the mole is, wow, it's a preparation made of another chili. And in this special picture has rice as a company, no, as a side. But the mole is the brown part that is like a mixture of 100, literally 100 of ingredients. You wouldn't imagine how many things it has, but it is so good. And the last but not the least is this candy. The candy are camotes. That's why in soccer, the soccer team from Puebla are camoteros. But it's in honor for this camotes. It's a candy. It's made of a special root, like the potato, but the name is it's another one. It's a camote. And something I promised to tell. This is some slang or some differences between some Mexican words and Spanish words. Like it's Spanish, but some differences between the word in Mexico and the word in Spain. For example, this. What do you know it's the name for this in English?
Sweater. Sweater.
Aha, like sweater, exactly. But guess what? In Mexico, it's very similar. It's sweater. It's sweater. It's like the sweater, but more like a stronger, no? You know, sweater in English, sweater and sweater. And in Spain, they call it jersey, the jersey, but don't respect the English pronunciation, but in their own style, jersey or jersey. So it's super different. Now, what's the name for this in English for you?
Cottage. House.
Exactly, that's a house. So in Mexico, es casa, is casa. But there is some slang for this, like for a very, very informal form to call it. And we say canton more in a very like downtown side. It's super, super informal. And in Spain, they call it Kelly. So it's super weird, no? Sounds very, very different. Nothing in common, nothing to do one to each other, right? But yes, that's the reality. Now for this. What do you call this in English?
Shoes.
They are shoes, but since they are for sport or for running, they are used to run. They are called tennis shoes or sneakers, right? Do you know them as tennis shoes or sneakers? Yes? Do you know them as tennis shoes or sneakers?
Over here, we call it rubber shoes in my country. The English word.
Oh, training shoes, yes, or trainers, yes. Even in English, you find them as trainers, tennis shoes, sneakers. Imagine three different forms. That's totally right, thank you. But in Mexico, it's a little similar to the first is tennis, just tennis. And in Spain, they call them bamba, or in plural, bambas. Super, super different. It's a colloquial form, all right? But now let's go with Argentina. In Argentina also they have different words for days for some things. For example, and in Argentina it's super different, like, oh my God, pochoclo. Pochoclo. And I think it's not in the dictionary, but it's accepted. And all the people mentions names as pochoclo. Super different. Okay, and this is the last because it's too many words, no, for one day. But what do you call this?
Mop.
Mop. Correct. That's the mop.
Mopping the floor.
Exactly. The mop is for mopping the floor. That's totally right. And in Mexico, we call it trapeador.
Trapeador.
Trapeador. And it's the official name. And for Argentina, we call it trapo de piso. It's like any piece of fabric, but especially for the floor. So, like, imagine that you call blanket for the floor. It's very different.
Is there
Trapeador,
is there a Spanish
yes?
word? Is there a Spanish word trapo? Just trapo.
Exactly. Trapo. Exactly. That's the spelling.
Because here in my country we use the word trapo and it's like a cloth to clean dirty places like tables or chairs. We call it trapo.
Perfect. That's in Mexico too.
Yeah.
And you call pásame el trapo. Give me that. No, give me the it's the same word. But for Argentinian, they use the mop for calling that form. And that is very funny for me. But we need to respect, no? At the end, is how they call it normally with that regularity, no? It's how they call it. So yes, this is it. And I have many more. I would like to give you another link. I don't know if you would be interested, but there is a link with, a video in YouTube where you can find two girls mentioning some of these words. I just took some, but you can find many more and in the original language. So probably if you listen, you can feel confused, but eventually you get used to the language. As for English, no? Probably it's not your original language, your first language, but when you are surrounded and you listen to it more, you exercise your ear and get used to it. So let me give you the link, and you can see it anytime. It's not commercial, but it can work for you. There you go. So that is totally in Spanish because one girl is from Mexico, the other girl is from Argentina, and there is a third one from Spain mentioning if they are accepted by the dictionary, by the official dictionary from Spain, which is la lengua Academia Real de la Lengua. That is like the official dictionary for all the Spanish words. So that girl mentions, no, like, oh yes, gives the comments. Yes, it's acceptable, or no, it doesn't exist. But people use it, and that is the interesting thing. People use that, all those expressions. So, what do you think? Which was the most surprising expression or term for you? Can I call your names? For example, Nikki, which was surprising or interesting term?
Yes, me?
Hello?
Uh-huh.
Oh, there's Nikki.
Or Mary, Mary, you can say?
No, go ahead, Nikki.
I'm so sorry. I'm not listening. May you repeat the question, please?
The question, which was the most interesting expression for you?
Tequila,
Oh, this.
sombrero, charo.
Uh, it is Spain. Trapo de piso. What does it mean?
It's the mop, but in
Okay.
Argentina.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds cool.
I mentioned tequila from tequila, drink tequila.
Wow, yes, no, and that is super cultural.
And hat, sombrero hat.
It's special because, as you mentioned, the charro, no?
Yes, at the
Charro,
end. At the end, the traditional costume.
super traditional, very symbolic of Mexico.
Like as a blanket, maybe.
That's right. Yeah, wow, you know.
And I like Mexican songs, and I'm listening on YouTube.
Oh, yes, Mexican songs.
National music, because when I am depressed or in bad mood, when I am blue, in that case, Mexican music lift me up.
Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, really, really, what music transmit is that. Wow, that's an honor for me
Yes.
to know that you feel that way with the Mexican music. Wow, amazing.
Like something rukuku rukuku, like this. Rukukuku rukune. I don't know in Turkish, but
Is a cuckoo,
yeah,
paloma.
blank.
Do you know, for example, Pedro Infante?
Maybe, but for me it is difficult to memorize the Mexican names.
But he was a Mexican singer, and it's like one of the most representative singers of Mexican songs. For
Yeah.
example, in movies,
Please texting me, write down in the chat box, please. Thanks.
the name?
Yes, the name. And I think I watched one movie, Esmeralda, maybe.
I recommend you to watch all of his movies. They are very romantic and fun. And he sings, he used to sing just lovely.
And I think that not only singers, solo singers, but many groups. You have many Mexican groups
Also, yes.
and singing together, mostly.
Yeah, and something very representative from Mexico is that the people are very friendly or happy all the time, I would say.
Yes,
Like
exactly.
jokes, any problem that exists in the world, they create memes, songs, jokes. We make fun of everything. That's totally Mexican.
Mexican. Mexican folklorico dancers. Folklorico
Yes.
dancers.
Yeah, the folklore of both of these countries. It's
Guitar,
basically
trumpet,
the guitar.
mariachi. Mariachi is it a national instrument? Maybe mariachi.
Yes, exactly. It's part of the culture. Mariachis sing the Mexican traditional food, music. When you mention the kukuru kuku, yes, the mariachi.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, and may your temples, palaces, and towers collapse with her with It is your national himno nacional mexicano.
Uh, the Mexican oath and the flag, the two, won a contest. They won a contest as being the best oath and the best or the most beautiful flag. I don't know who was the principal jury, but I have the information, or I got the information that who organized the contest have as many countries as possible voting by listening and watching, and they, oh yes, kukurukuku, yeah, and that one, they won the contest. Imagine the flag and the oath.
Yes.
So imagine how I feel. Yes, Pedro Infante is the singer. That's right.
But he sings with one group. He is not allowed.
Currently, it's also very popular to hear banda music. Banda. It's very common and popular too. Yeah. For example, I could share with you some music, some banda music, but this is more current. Mariachi is old, but banda is kind of recent. Let me tell you just a small part of this. Just, sorry. I will play a small part of this song so you can listen to the style of banda.
De tus oídos.
What does it mean? El color de tus ojos. Color of the eyes, is it?
Yes, the color of your eyes. Or your eyes color.
De tus oídos.
El color de tus ojos despertó mi interés y solo tengo ganas de verte otra vez. Dime que no está prohibido, quizás me animo y te pido verte el sábado a las 10. El color de tus ojos se robó mi atención. Te vas metiendo dentro de mi corazón, perfecto en cualquier sentido. Con pantalón o vestido robas mi respiración. ¿Qué más quisiera que fueras el sueño que se vuelve realidad? Me gustas tanto.
Okay, so far, are you liking this?
And is it a daffodil field? No? Do you have
That's right.
It is one poem, exactly. We have one poem about daffodils.
You think so? It's like he is singing in a romantic intention, no?
Yes, but the singer, is he an artist? Is he really artist or is only singer?
I think it's only a singer, and the art, the pieces of art that he has around were made by other person, and they just create a story,
Yes.
to put you into his situation, no? To feel the moment, to imagine.
Yes, as a decoration, maybe. Yes, but
As part of the story.
yes, part of the story. But I think that maybe additionally, he is a painter, not only a singer, but also a painter.
Yeah, they are trying to show these attitudes and qualities. I don't know, because he's singing, and with the memories that he has from that girl, not from the eyes, gives him the inspiration to draw and to paint.
Yes, yes, exactly. Yes, it is because I understand his state of mind because my son is a painter.
That's correct. That's what I think too.
You
Yeah,
said
I
is
agree with
what,
you.
Irena? You said is singer?
But we have a problem about the connection.
You said that your son is singer, Irena? Or
He's an artist.
oh, an
He
artist, painter,
yes,
painter too.
he paints, but a special kind of paint. He paints religious pictures, iconic painter, iconic.
Oh, I see. That's nice. That's nice.
If you know,
Awesome.
if you know about this, what does it mean? It is a kind of paint. He works for church. This kind of picture we can find in cathedral in the church.
Yeah, it's kind of a religious thing. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, nice. Okay, so I think we can go again to your slide, Carol.
Sorry?
So I think
Can you repeat?
we can continue to your slide if you still have any slide.
Oh, what I was presenting before?
No, have your presentation finished or you still have any slides?
No, I already finished the thing that I prepared by in this visual part.
Okay. So if you guys you have any questions or you have any comments or maybe you want to know more about Mexico or even Spanish, just ask to Caroline.
Me. Jo,
Yeah,
you
Eden,
wanna
please
ask
go.
me? Okay, so you presented slang words. It's like jerga palabras in different countries, right? So what is funny about jargon words is that if you are a tourist or if you're not a native speaker, you do not understand those words.
Actually, I can tell you be hard. For instance, I needed to make some research because I was familiar with some of them, but not all.
Mm-hmm.
When I was like preparing for you, I discovered many that I didn't know. And being native, uh, I don't have like many friends from Argentina or from Spain who can teach me that. So if I have the opportunity to go, I suppose I will find many things and I will say like, oh, what's that?
Right.
In some cases can be hard, but since we can use the rest of the language to discover, that may help.
I've been watching vlogs on YouTube about Mexico, and there are places in Mexico. There's a resemblance of Philippine beaches. One is Isla Mujeres, and the other one is Conzumel. Have you been there?
Yeah, I've visited or I've had the opportunity. I'm sorry, I didn't want to interrupt that. Thank you because you were saying goodbye, Anna.
Hmm?
You have to leave. I guess she left.
The other girl,
Oh,
the other Indonesian girl, chatted.
Oh, it's the other. It's not
oh,
me.
oh,
Yeah.
oh, that was bad. Okay, but when, for example, what I could visit was Peru, and it was very pretty much like Mexican.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have any trouble communicating with the people. So what I think is that like in just one single country, there can be different accents or different specific words for one thing in different parts of the country. I know if that happens with you.
Yeah.
Can you tell me if that happens in your? Mhm. So I guess it's pretty much the same.
The native language over here, even if you do not live in the capital, you live in the countryside, they can still speak, but we would know if the person is from the capital or which place of the country because they have a different accent in pronouncing the words.
That's true, and that happens over here. For example, people from the north
Mm-hmm.
criticize a lot of, of Poblano, so Puebla side, that it's my place. They say that we are snuff, like we speak very snuff. That's what they say. And there is the other, where the people live near the coast. They call them from Veracruz. They call them jarochos, and that is just a completely different accent. We can sometimes imitate the accent and make fun of that because it's very distinctive.
What about Irena? Like, I want to know if in your country it happens as well, Irena. You speak the same language but different accent or tone.
I have no problem about it because my native is Hungarian, and after that, the official language here is Serbian, and my third language is English. In English also, and I have no problem about it. I accept it, and when somebody corrects my mistakes, I am laughing only and
Yeah,
try to try to
improve.
correct and try again and continue to talk. I didn't stop to talk. I continued to talk and without any problem. I have no obstacles about
What
it.
is the native language in your country? The official native
The
language?
official is Serbian, but my native is Hungarian because I have a double citizenship.
Mm. But you were born in Hungary?
No, next to the Hungarian border, and there is a small ethnic group, and
Yeah.
we can use our native language. But the official, we have to learn the official language also and to finish our education on Serbian.
But you were born in where were you born?
It's next to the Hungarian border.
Ah, okay.
It is north part of Serbia and 30 kilometers far away from the Hungarian border.
Okay.
Oh, thank you. I would really like to know where is everyone from. For example, Irina just said, and Marie, where are you from?
I am from the Philippines. If you're not familiar with my country, it is located in Southeast Asia. So I'm Asian.
Oh, Philippines.
Yeah.
Yeah, Philippines. Yes, I know.
Just like
Wow.
just like other Latin American countries, we were also colonized by Spaniards. But after the colonization of Spaniards, we still use our native language, so we do not speak Spanish here. Although we use some Spanish words in a day-to-day conversation, in a daily conversation, but